What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Beck Easy.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Danny.
Hey, guys. It's Trell, and this is...
The Team. And we are so happy to introduce our guest for today. This is the person that deemed us the team and gave us our name, our LLC. Mr. Momo in the building. Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Mr. Momo. Because I was about to say the government, and I was like,
you can say the government.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Schweing is in the building. How are you? We're so happy to have
I'm good.
you.
What's going on?
I know.
How's everybody doing?
Wonderful. How
Well
are you?
overdue.
I'm here. I mean, I've been ducking for a minute.
For a while.
Yes.
Been trying to squirm away.
2.5 years. But
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
it's cool.
I tried.
Right,
I
right.
tried to keep it.
And we
keep the
reeled
streak
him
going.
right in. So, yeah, we're happy to have you. We're about to have a really good convo.
Thank you.
How was your weekend?
It was okay. Yeah. Worked a little bit.
Had a little
and
fun.
Had a day off. Yeah. So.
How was your weekend, Beth?
It was so good. So my birthday was Friday. This was a really good birthday because if you haven't heard, I am expecting in November. So, I let people know that everybody was congratulating me. I got time to spend with my friends and my family. It just was relaxing because I always plan my own birthday every single year. So I just didn't have no plans this year, and it was really nice. Yeah, got lunch with the ladies. We went to the Tropicana Day Party. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is my first time being out in public.
It was supposed to be more, but
With regular. No, this was more than enough. And then we had the ladies sleepover and massages in the hotel. It was just so nice, really relaxing. Thank you to my friends and family.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you knew already?
we having a baby.
You seen it on social
I've seen
media?
it. I did
Oh,
see
okay,
it,
okay.
We're having
Yeah,
We're super excited.
20 weeks, so we halfway there. Y'all pray for me.
How do you feel?
I feel good. No nauseous. I've been nauseous like maybe a few times, but no throwing up, no nothing. This little boy has blessed me.
It's nice. You excited?
Right, I'm excited.
Right.
What you knocking
I'm like,
on?
well, I'm saying
Oh,
just in
I'm about to
case
say,
if it comes in the
'cause I
tail
was
end.
hoping for a girl. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna knock that. Like
You
God
and
changed his
Joey.
mind.
Let me just say, me and Nell, who is Beck's sister, we were manifesting boy the whole time.
They were.
So I'm
And
excited.
Joanne and Danny wanted girls. But yes, I'm excited. It's going to be a wonderful journey. And it's so funny because if you've listened to other episodes, I've always said like, well, I got to have a kid by 32. And this wasn't planned at all. But God was like, oh, all right, I heard you.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Bet.
Okay, I got you.
Everyone to school.
Right,
Right.
exactly, right. A little early.
Right.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good. And all my ladies was with me and we was lit.
Yeah, I've been telling niggas all weekend because everybody been talking about how they getting pregnant after taking the Plan B. And I'm like, listen, it says on the box, not intended for use after 30.
Does it say it, bro? Oh, I'm about to say
I
because
was
that's
like,
my
wait.
story.
No, but everybody that's been happening to is over 30s. I'm just like,
Definitely
you know
my
what?
story.
Maybe it's just not meant for
That's funny.
our age group.
Bruh, that's
That's funny.
It's time.
definitely what happened. I want my
time.
money back.
No, dead ass though.
But yeah, it's going to be a good journey. I'm excited. So, what?
Nothing.
It's funny. What's funny?
Nothing.
Oh, all right. That's a side conversation.
Might be.
And y'all weekends was basically the same as mine.
Yeah.
Friday was work and went to your party. Yesterday, I did
was fun.
absolutely nothing. I
Nice.
tried my hardest to relax and turn my mind off, but you know how you just feel like you're supposed to be doing something? I have a hard time with just not doing anything.
Being idle, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I just pretty much stayed in the bed all day.
Yeah, that sound good.
And then, I would put on my dance mother hat today.
Yes.
And,
keep doing her little
Oh, yeah, she had pictures, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had dance pictures. So her and my friend's daughter both took pictures together.
That's so
I was
cute.
like, oh, they cousins, can they, because social distancing. I was like, they cousins, can they take pictures? They was like, fine. So, and they made their dance Instagram. So
Oh, good.
Oh, that's cute.
they're lit.
They about to go viral.
That's
Maybe.
cute.
And Trail, same, right?
Yeah, my weekend was the same. Just good vibes all around. I'm tired, like really tired today.
Word.
You working tomorrow?
No, I'm off until Wednesday.
That's good.
Oh, got a few days of rest.
That's
But
a
it won't be
blessing.
no rest. It's just like I
More work.
call myself trying to rest, but I always end up. It's always something to be done. And
Absolutely.
so I'm always doing something.
This is true. But God got us. He gives us strength
Absolutely.
when we need it. So, Momo, we have an icebreaker for you, being that this is your first time here.
Okay.
This is a Mentally Stimulate Me game by Derek Jackson.
One of our faves.
Yeah, it is one of our faves. And it's just silly little questions. So, the first one. You find out through a friend that your partner once put an ad on the yellow pages to sell their body. Do you look at them differently? Yes or no?
This is like back page? Like
Right, exactly. Would you look at them differently?
No. I don't think so.
Because it was before you.
Yeah, right. And opportunity is opportunity. You gotta
Right.
different ways
Sometimes it's
to
hard
make
sometimes.
money and get yours. So it's cool.
Right. And it's the fact of, okay, you might have put the ad on there, but how do we know if you actually sold?
Right.
You made a deal.
I'd probably want to see it too. Probably
Yeah.
wanna
See
the ad?
Yeah. I would want to see it too.
Maybe frame it or something.
Right. Yeah, I feel like we're at an age now. It's like, all right, like, and with
Niggas done did some shit in their
OnlyFans.
20s.
Right.
And with
Right,
OnlyFans,
right.
and it's just so
Right.
many different outlets where you can, get a little few dollars.
Right. Such is life, though.
Right.
Like,
The team could have had a OnlyFans.
We
That
Never too late. I mean,
Give me
they might
until
like
December.
pregnant women.
No, literally, there's
They
probably,
do. It's a whole
there's probably
thing.
a sick person out here that might be around.
It's a whole thing.
That's so
Interesting.
funny. Right? Weird. Okay. All right, we got another one. Bae buys you your dream car. 6 months later, you learn the money used to buy it was from scamming. What do? Return the car, but stay with Bae? Keep the car and Bae? Return the car and break up, or ask Bae for scamming lessons?
so I only could choose one answer.
Yeah.
I'll probably keep the car and Bay.
Right.
But also D.
Give me them lessons.
Yeah. So we could make it
Do
a
this
team
together.
effort.
We could scam together.
A team effort, right, for
Right.
sure. But definitely keeping the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
whatever.
would.
Did
Hey.
what you
feel
had,
no
did
type
what
of
you
way.
had to do.
I appreciate you going through great lengths.
Right.
And it's my dream car.
I would pick the same. Like,
Yeah.
let's get more.
Right.
Right. So how many other cars can we get?
Let's get a house next
Do
time.
you need a
Right.
car? Like, go ahead.
Right.
Like, make
Facts.
sure
We
Right.
can make it a
everything's taken
deal
care of.
as long as we're not getting caught. Or if you get caught, then I got
don't know
your bill
nothing.
money.
But you got to get caught. He got to
I'm
get
not
caught.
getting
Not you.
caught. No. I'm not set up for jail.
Heck no.
All right, here we go. Which one would turn you on the most? Your partner paying a bill of yours without being asked. Your partner defending you against their friends. Your partner waking you up with breakfast and mimosas, or your partner passionately dropping knowledge.
That's a tough one.
I know. So we got your
And
partner
only
paying the
could- only
bill.
could choose one answer.
Uh-huh.
Again, right?
Partner paying the bill without being asked.
Right.
Defending you against their friends. Waking up to breakfast and mimosas, or passionately dropping knowledge.
Probably go with D.
I knew that you were gonna pick D.
I mean, just the opportunity to, learn something new, possibly, or just kind of hear them in that light,
Right.
giving off what's on their mind.
The
I
energies.
definitely would. I'd appreciate that.
I think
That's
I agree
true.
with that.
Yeah, me too. Because defending me against your friends
Should be a given.
right. That should be
Right.
a given. Breakfast and mimosas, like whatever. We could go. We could go to.
Like I'd rather
Alina's.
go to brunch.
Right.
That's my spot too.
Right.
For sure.
It's so good.
I say D and then A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pay
Right.
that bill back.
Yeah.
Especially without me asking. Like
Right.
it's just like a
Right.
oh, okay, nigga. Like I got all right. It's just like a shock. Like oh.
Pay this rent.
But but how many? So guys usually do that for the woman. How many women do that for their dude?
I think when women are in the position too, and if they really care, I think they do.
That's true.
I ain't done it yet, but
Has it been done for you yet?
For me,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happened before.
Oh, nice. And you was-
I've done the same as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprised, more taken back. Like, oh, you
Right.
didn't have to. It's like, oh, yeah. I mean, I know that. So
Right.
it's
Right.
like,
Because
appreciate
usually
it for
it's
what
like,
it
all
is.
right, guys, are the providers. They help the girl, but to be on the other end, it's like, oh snap, like,
well, that's us. Anyway, that's the team.
right?
But
I've done it.
We are very
Not
giving.
major, but I've done it.
It was like a cell phone bill.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
keep that on so I could
Right.
reach out.
Was he on your line?
Eventually, because I ended up buying him a phone.
Oh, okay,
So
nice.
eventually, yeah.
We listen.
Okay.
We be giving some good ass
You better
gifts.
get with the team.
Listen here. All right, the last one. Your soulmate lives a long distance from you and got offered a high paying job. Now he or she wants you to quit your job. First of all, why did they write that? Now he or she wants you to quit your low paying dream job to move you. Do you? Oh, okay, so it's your dream job, but it's low paying.
Yeah.
And they want you to quit and move with them.
It's like a open-ended question. So then, like, what do you do after moving? Do you then try to find some
Right.
other type of employment? You're not going to be
Right.
living with that person. Like,
Right. Because it only says soulmate. It doesn't say like we're married already or. It's basically like a money versus passion thing. Like, would you leave your passion just to?
that's it's a little
But
tricky.
why can't you
Yeah.
find your passion elsewhere?
That's all I'm saying.
Is it like a
True.
dream company like right there?
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
it's a little
That's
true.
short
of
Yeah.
a question.
Can I
Like,
go
it's not-
find it
Right.
somewhere else?
It's not
Right.
as
If it's a
detailed.
dream job that you have to be where you are,
Right.
then
Right.
I can see that being
Yeah.
tough. But if it's something that I can do from wherever
Right.
And possibly get paid
and
more?
possibly get paid more,
Right, but if you also live in long distance and that kind of is not working for you in that situation,
Right.
and
This is
you
true.
want to move closer to kind of be with that person, and I definitely think it's,
Yeah, you gotta
That goes
it's okay
into
to
it.
move. Yeah,
figure
that's
out what works.
Something you got to think about.
yeah.
Or if you're already in long distance, why can't we still be long distance because of this other job? Or like you said, the guy.
How
or
long are you
whoever.
going to be long distance for?
This is true. I know
Right.
some people that are literally married long
Married
distance.
in long distance, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not around.
Yeah,
I'm not around
like,
either,
they
but
just-
I get it.
That's tough. I can see that being. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Hard.
that'll work for everybody, but
Right.
I mean, if it works for you, then
Then
Yeah.
toodles.
Right, whatever
Like,
works for you.
I don't
Me,
know.
personally, I don't think that would work for me.
It
Yeah,
only works but for so long.
this is true. But hey, I guess we'll see. Hey, some people do it. Where was I? I forgot where I was watching it, and they like literally be long distance for a month, and then they get back together for another month, and it's like every other month.
I mean, I guess
your
people in the
space. You get
army
your
do
space.
it.
Right.
I think that could work
Same thing.
in some instances. It's more consistent than just being away for
Right.
like, a given
Long
amount of
And that's the
time.
thing. You
Yeah.
have to be intentional about making time to
Right.
Yeah,
see each other in person.
and not be slacking and like, oh, well, I thought no, we have to. This is the date we're gonna see each other. Just da, 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 da. That's true.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What kind of job you got where you can go away from? Well, maybe you working remotely.
yeah. But if you weren't working remotely, then we could live together, and I could just remotely work.
Because I'm
where
like,
we
how
are.
you gonna get a whole month off?
I know. Listen, it's vibes. I'm with it.
I mean, I guess if you work at a place like, yeah, we got mad hours.
Mad PTO. But yeah, so that was good. That was our little icebreakers. Good, cute
were
little
cute.
questions. you
Yeah,
know.
since you're a first timer, we popped your cherry.
Yeah. Oh, Danny.
I guess
You see his face? He just was like, Danny.
that's fine.
So we don't have a drop that line because Joe's not here. But
Damn, I forgot all
Trell,
about that.
you rooting for anybody black?
I was gonna pick
course.
one, but I was just like,
You got one?
nah.
We'll just let it be her
Yeah, I
thing.
just let it be her thing. I was gonna pick it. Yeah,
Shout out to Lil Kim, the notorious KIM came out. They celebrated 20 years Saturday. And you know she loved Lil Kim, so we can just acknowledge that, I guess. She's also a Cancer. Her birthday's July 11th. Team
out to
Cancer.
Joey.
Yeah.
Right.
That's for sure.
Yeah, Joey's birthday's coming up too. It's lit.
next
It's
week.
lit. Yeah.
Rooting for anybody?
So I'm rooting for David Price, who is an 18-year-old that created a safety pouch called the safety pouch. But it's made that so you can put it on the exterior of your window and put all of your documents, your license, registration, all that stuff in the pouch outside of the window, so that way you don't have to be reaching. It also holds the social distancing, so the cops don't have to be like in your face. And you could put like if you have a medical impairment or something like that, autistic or something like that, you could put like your alert right there so they can see it. It's $19.99. Go to thesafetypouch.com and support him because it's highly necessary.
Right.
For sure.
I
It's
just
highly
about to say
necessary.
that. It's sad that those are the extents that you have to go to when driving around or, in a vehicle that you pay for. But yeah,
I feel like they
you
will
gotta do what
still
you gotta do.
find a reason.
No, for sure.
But-
Of course, but with everything right,
right.
maybe with everything being right there, and it's like, okay, you had this. There was no reason for you can't
don't
say
need
they
to
were
talk.
reaching because they didn't need to reach. So what really happened? Maybe
Right.
that will kind of also help with all of those situations where it's like, oh, I
Hopefully.
thought he was
Right.
doing something.
Right. Right, right.
But how,
Literally
like,
valid.
you know, I gotta go reach into my glove box to get what you asking me for.
Right.
And or it'll be like you didn't roll your window down and then try
Right.
to
You're
bust
not
the window
compliant.
open.
Right. And the pouch only comes in one color, which is like a bright orange, so that is you can see it easily.
Right, so it's visible.
And the last I went on the website, which was maybe a couple days ago, it was only available for pre-order. But it's $19.99, and like I said,
That's
it's we all need it.
Honestly.
So go out and support David Price. He's 18 years old. You can
That's
check out his
lit.
Instagram at @IAM_David Price.
That's dope
PRIC.
that he's
Shout out to
18
him.
and
Yeah.
like, but the fact that
It's
he's
dope
18
and it's sad.
right, that he's 18 and had to come up with an idea like that because he knows this is something that he needs as a young
Right.
man.
Black man.
Right.
Right, and I mean, and with that, I mean, he's also looking out for many other people as well too. So
This is
he has those other people in mind, strangers, even people that he does know. So that's more kudos to him.
I love the
Yeah.
young people that are like getting these ideas and like going with it and,
Innovative.
you know,
Yeah, true.
getting this money.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to order me one. It's lit. That's
I
lit.
hope I don't get pulled over, but I guess I can go.
I'm
buy
gonna
one
be
anyway.
like,
Right. I mean, it's. I feel like
Went
it's
to
a
the
good
pouch.
period because it's like keep everything in
one spot.
One spot rather, because I know in my glove compartment,
Mad
my
napkins.
insurance I can find easily, but the registration, all
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff is like it would be buried under the 50 other
Napkins.
things I got in there. So, and then it's small enough where you can like clip it on your visor. So I think it's
Yeah, it's
convenient.
nice.
So you could take it off your visor and like flip it over.
And just flip it over your car, like, cause you know you got time when you get pulled over
Right.
before they actually come up to the car.
Right.
So you got time to be like, here you go, it's right there, and they gonna see it as soon as they walk up, and you just say, you know, everything's right there that you need. Ain't
That's
no reason
dope.
for me to be reaching.
I'm about to order me one.
Social distancing,
Right.
'Cause that's
And
the whole thing now.
Yo, it is. Like, when you look at these videos and stuff, none of the cops have masks. They all up in your face talking. It's just, it's a trigger.
Protocols go out the window. Like,
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
Right.
forget about everything that they're actually supposed to be doing, or guidelines that they're actually supposed to be following. So,
Right. It's literally, it's triggering. When I talk about it, I just start getting riled up. But in any case, I have the You Tried It of the week, and this actually was a submission. A girl was saying how this guy was trying to talk to her, and she knew him, you know, knew of him and knew that he was married. So she's like, aren't you married? And he basically was like, oh, we're separated, you know, we'll probably never get divorced, but she doing her own thing, I'm doing my own thing. She was like, yeah, I'm still not interested. Yeah, and then he posts a picture with him and his wife. I guess it was their anniversary, and it just was like, you know, thank you for amazing years and this, that, and the third. And she just was like, see, like I knew, like niggas are weird. Like, why
Could you
would
imagine
you do
if
that?
you fell for the we're just
we're separated, but we're never getting divorced. Nigga, what?
That right
Right,
there is
that
already
was,
like
that was the red flag right there.
alert.
Because why y'all not getting divorced? Right. So if me and you build and
all
we
of a
doing
sudden-
something and something happened to you, all the insurance and everything is gonna go to
Right,
her.
right. Because if they never get divorced, then we can never get married or anything. So
Yeah. So it just was tickling. What's your thoughts about that, Mama? It's weird. People.
that's it's a lot. You shouldn't be putting yourself in those compromising situations to begin with. But then again, I mean,
Some people really do
People
be
do.
separated
I
like
mean-
that. Yeah. But
so
still.
it's like I don't know. Marriage is a agreement
Yeah.
contractually.
This
so
is true.
maybe that was the reason that they didn't get divorced. I don't know. I really
This
can't
is true.
speak for that. So
yeah.
Cheaper to keep her.
that's
Yeah,
that's
that
what they
too.
say.
That's what they say, right?
But I feel like
That's
if
what I
that's
heard.
the case, then y'all need to figure something out and make it work.
Right.
Like, why would you want that?
Right.
You
And when I say they both
do
are
you-
doing
That's
their
my
own
wife,
thing,
but we
do
separated.
you never want to get married again?
Right. Like, what is the point of holding on to it if you don't want to be with that person?
and when I say they are literally living two separate lives, they live in two separate
And
lives.
if y'all never get like, why post the anniversary? Like,
Right.
right, that too.
Which is why it's
Maybe it
sus.
was, maybe it was whose page did it come from? The
His.
post? Okay.
It wasn't even his wife.
All right.
Right, right.
I
Because
mean,
yeah, right. Because
did it go like did it go both
I don't
ways?
know. I'll have to ask.
All
Yeah, that's
right.
a good question.
I'll have
If
to
it was a
follow up with
mutual
that.
thing, that I could see that being
Like a respect
okay.
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if it was just like one sided, then it makes you definitely look kind of funny, especially if you the one that
Like
was
you still
reaching
love that
out.
girl,
Exactly.
For sure, for sure.
Especially if
took
you were the one
time
reading
to
that out.
Make
go
a
through with
post
the
'cause niggas don't
proposal
post.
and all that.
That's very interesting. But yeah, this is why you don't just go by people's words.
Yeah.
But it's funny is that when you get into that realm of like dealing with people that are married or separated.
'Cause
That's
we
a whole
old.
that's a whole different animal. Like it's a lot more to deal with.
Married, separated, divorced. Like
Yeah.
we're old. Like we're in our 30s. So it's just like, dag. Like
I'm
that's
sorry,
the thing now.
I'm not old.
I know you the youngest of
It's-
everybody.
That's just a
December
concept
baby.
of time.
This is true.
So
As we
Sounds
grow more
good.
mature, right? As we grow more
Sounds good.
mature,
I
like
that
those.
better.
That's a real thing. Like men being married or divorced. My ex-wife. Who was it?
We were having this conversation not too long ago.
And we was like, ex-wife, how old are you? But it's a thing.
right,
Like
right.
Was it one of our guests when I was on? He was
I
sitting
don't
over there.
remember.
Oh, were you here? She wasn't here.
I don't know.
It might have been a guess. I know we definitely had this conversation because we were talking about how people get married young, but you
Yeah.
don't think about that. So when you hear them say like my ex-husband, you're like, how are you already divorced? But
I
it
remember
happens.
we talked about. I think it was on one of our Facebook lives.
Might have
But
been.
it's a real thing. Like it's
Like,
just
damn,
so
I
funny
didn't even get
because
to
it's
one yet.
It's
right.
It's more so like a way of life. Like you expect like people to have children after a certain age, or
Right.
like it's something that's kind of a normal type of
Right.
thing.
Definitely now.
It's definitely a norm now. So yeah, he tried it. Stop lying. Just
Do
be with the
better.
person that
Right.
you
Do
love.
better. And be honest, because like if you on some like not that it might work, but if you are separated and is a possibility that you guys might get back together in the future, say that. Say we separated, we might get back together, but right now I'm just
Playing the field.
seeing what's out there.
Yeah, that post kind of
Be honest.
probably confused things or made things more difficult. For him
Absolutely.
in that,
It could be
realm.
right. It could go
didn't
both
help his
ways.
case.
No.
At all. At all.
Not
But she had the
anything.
spirit of discernment. She knew that was just sounding. It was probably we probably never gonna get divorced.
Right.
Yeah,
That
I told
that
you.
did it for her.
Alert.
Yeah.
Like what?
But
The
yeah, he
separation
tried
is like
it.
okay, whatever. But that last part
So
was like weird.
It's like either take me or leave me. Like okay,
weird.
I'm gonna
I'ma
leave
leave you.
Right, I'm gonna leave.
Right.
So yeah, interesting. Trell, you got a QT&A?
I do. I have two actually. So we had shared a post on our Instagram recently about first dates 101. So what are your first date rules? I'll share what the post is first. So plan the date days in advance. Show up on time. Put your phone away. Dress to impress, but don't OD. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Right.
I know.
Talk about yourself, but don't overtalk. Be honest about your life. Don't get sloppy drunk. What are your first date rules, Mama?
I haven't been on a date in a while, but I think
Same.
I could go along with those
too.
those guidelines. You never really want to kind of do too much, but you don't want to do
Too less.
Yeah.
Too little.
Yeah.
too little.
Definitely a
rather,
fine line.
Yeah. That's tricky. Make sure the food is good too. Where you're going. I think I like to look up places before I actually try to go to them and look at what they have on the menu. You
See their ratings
Yeah,
and-
for sure. Make sure actually there's something up there that I like or I would want.
That's
to
a
try.
fact.
I like that
Yeah.
you mentioned that too, because price thing too. Because how you be seeing like stuff on social media and they like, oh, I took her out to eat and she ordered like $100 meal,
Yeah,
but I ain't
that's-
really have
that's
that.
some-
Look at the
that's-
menu
that's
first so you
some-
know what you
But,
get
like,
into.
that's backwards. Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna take a person out on a date, especially if you offer, like
Right.
make sure you got it.
Right.
Like,
Make
it
sure
don't-
it's
it
a place that
don't-
you can afford.
Right.
Did
That's
I ever
that's
see,
true. That's true. Also,
The Molly stand up. I mean, what's Yvonne?
I didn't watch it yet.
Mama, I made it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she was talking about the first date that she went on with. I guess I don't know. I don't want to say he was a doctor, but he had money. And but she was like, when a nigga asked her if she wanted appetizers, and he gave the waitress his card in advance.
Oh, that's a woo.
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh, right, exactly. Well, let's go through these pages.
people don't order appetizers.
I don't. No, I just get to because I probably already look at the menu,
Right.
like
Yeah,
you
and you
said.
know what you want.
So I kind of already know what I
Yeah.
want. I will order a drink.
I'm usually
first-
coming to the date hungry, so I mean appetizers might work for me.
I
as
don't know.
well
very
as
rarely
a
do.
meal, too.
Not on a first date.
I really
Yeah, because
do.
I feel like I just
I don't
don't,
know
want to
your
do too
pockets,
much,
right.
right?
Let me.
It's like, yeah, I don't want to do too much. And if I know I'm going to order the lobster and the steak, it's like, all right, well, I got to even this out. Either I'm going to order the chicken with an appetizer or I'm going to just do the lobster and steak with no
we
appetizer.
just be trying to be considerate.
Ordering
Or I'm at
appetizers is doing too much, or it could be looked at that way.
It could be.
It might, like, this bitch
Mama,
really
do you
hungry.
see the dudes on the internet? Do you see what they be talking about?
Yeah, but
Yes, it could
those
be too much.
a lot of those people are kind of fickle too,
Yeah, that's
and
true. I agree.
just kind of say whatever,
Yeah.
even if it may not be true. It's
This is
kind
true.
of like reaction based type
But
of
this
tweets.
is because
So,
of that, a lot of females do that. Like, I don't want to do too much, whatever
Right.
that means.
sometimes I may even pick up on that. Like I may like, are you sure? Or
Like, she
like
hesitant.
you could get whatever you want.
Or you'll be
that's
like,
fine.
I'm gonna order the appetizer because
Right.
I'm hungry.
Or
But
like,
if you want
let's
some,
try this. Or
Right.
yeah, I mean, I'll
Oh,
try to
that's
be
nice.
a little more engaging. But
That's
like,
nice.
I don't see why that should be
ordering the
issue.
appetizers too much.
Yeah,
This
because-
is the life that we
It shouldn't
live.
be, but
Because especially if
dating
I'm
101.
ordering a bunch of stuff, I'm gonna be like,
Why you not ordering that?
Yeah, like you don't want nothing to eat. You're
That's
not
been me
hungry.
the last several days I went on. That's been me,
Yeah.
but not intentionally, just because I don't be hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was looking like you don't ever eat when we go out. Like
Oh.
I'm just not hungry.
So is it more like you enjoy the company?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I eat like I'll
All right.
nibble, but
All right.
I'll nibble.
I don't be hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably mention something about that if I see you kind of like.
Yeah, because it could come
Picking
up like I'm trying to be
around.
cute,
Right.
or
Right,
I don't
right.
want to like
Well, I definitely did that
order the
before.
appetizer.
Yeah,
'Cause
I've said
I
that
wanna-
before. One
you know?
time I went to dinner and was like, "Oh, I'm done. Like, I'll take my food to go." And as soon as I got home, I finished that shit.
You're not comfortable eating.
I don't know. This was like my very first date. Like, I
Yeah.
was like so in love. I'm like the
Yeah.
first person I was ever in love with. But I don't do that shit now.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time I tried to be cute and not eat.
I
Like if
feel
I'm not
I'ma
eating,
just
it's because I'm
let
not hungry.
you know,
Otherwise, I'm
like,
eating.
Yo,
Like,
I'm
listen,
hungry right now.
right?
and
Don't be acting cute.
Nah, this is not even.
Cause then
needed.
you don't want to be sitting there savaging in front of this nigga.
Right. I'm like, well, she can eat.
Let's go bowling for the next date, cause this bitch eating.
I mean, that's definitely gonna be the thought. Like, damn, she's really fucking that up. But shit,
hey.
like, I guess shit. Damn, she like to eat too. Like, cool. Like, we got
Right, it
something
could be-
in com- we
it
got
could be a
something in
good
common
thing.
now. Like,
Yeah.
It could be a
maybe
good thing,
next
or it could
time
be like, nah.
we might even need to cook. Like,
Right,
you know,
right.
You could take whatever it is that you need home.
Leftover.
To
I
go
don't
home.
I don't know
You
what
got-
my
you got
rules
lunch for
are.
the next
I
day.
think
That's funny.
to put your phone away. That's important.
That's
Yeah,
to me.
I agree with
definitely
that.
a thing. I can't stand it. Of course, if you have a child and emergencies or things like that, but checking your Twitter and no.
Danny's not. I don't think she's feeling. what
Even
you're saying.
emergency?
Look at the face.
No. Because I'm like, well, if you want to date, like,
Most people know you going. Like they know where
That's
you
true.
are.
Your babysitter
And
should know that you're on a date.
I don't want to say
It don't really be an emergency.
emergencies are rare,
Right.
That's true.
but
And it's not like because
Handle
that's
it.
different from like legit just being on your phone scrolling
Yeah.
versus
That's true.
I
and you're
got a
probably gonna
text and I'ma
call
check
and
it.
not text if it was an emergency.
Right.
Right. That's a good point.
Do you have a issue with like phones up or phones down? Like, so the phone should be in your pocket.
Oh, see, I don't have an issue with that at all because
Okay.
I automatically sit down and do this, and it's for no reason,
Right.
just because that's just what I do
Right.
sometimes. So
I
that
do
doesn't
'cause I
bother
don't
me
want
if
niggas
a
in
guy
my
does it.
business. But I
think-
usually keep it in my pocketbook.
But yeah, I'll have it
I
away.
think you probably. I would say people would be more inclined to look if they did see like their phone light up.
Right.
Laid up.
You can't help it.
just like just now. Like,
That's why if I'm like when I'm working like at home, I don't even have my phone near me because you're right.
yeah,
I
that's
just can't
true.
help but look because I see it going off in the
Right,
corner of my
right.
eye.
It's just an automatic.
I don't know if I have
leave
a-
mine in
if
my
I be,
pocketbook.
like doing math. I don't know because I don't know. I don't pay attention to the way I lay my phone down.
Yeah.
Right. But I know how I have people's names stored in my phone. So if it does, and even if my phone is here, you might look at, because it's just
Right.
like an instinct, like
Right.
just to look.
Because I be doing that too, but I be trying not to. Like it's there, I can't help it.
It's like who's
It's not being nosy. It's
who's
just
sexing us type
Yeah.
thing.
You texted us, right?
We was at terminal one time and I was sitting next to Nell and like she was on her phone. I just glanced. I was like, oh shit. She's like, Danny. I'm like, sorry, Danny. I didn't mean to, but it was some shit.
Right, exactly.
Getting her shit
That's
off. Shout out
hilarious.
to No.
That's so funny. You gotta be like this. But yeah,
Nah,
Or get
nigga,
a
what you
privacy screen.
that too.
When you
Yep.
sent something in the group chat yesterday
Oh,
for
yeah.
Joe. I was like,
Close this phone quick. You know we got to start doing. We got to do like disclaimer,
Right.
Or send the picture or whatever, but then send another
something right
text,
after.
and in that way you see the other text first before the other.
I
thing.
was like, Kendall, look away.
That's
Then
why
Gotcha have your
certain
phone.
things, I don't just open my phone up around
Right,
everybody,
right.
Especially when it's-
because
I gotta pay attention to
Tricky.
who
You
it's.
never know.
you just
Sometimes
never
know
know.
what's coming through.
Hell
Like
Never
Never
know.
know.
somebody trying to be funny, or like somebody's actually showing you something like, yo, you need to see this. Or
that's
it's
everything.
like-
Even just going on Twitter,
Right.
or
Even
Instagram.
Twitter.
Oh, right.
Yes.
That's a dangerous game.
The
man.
Twitter porn be real. Like I'll be at work and I'll be like, oh,
Just don't
snap.
use
Like,
just don't
who
use
behind
Twitter
me
in public.
Right.
There might even be something that you actually want to watch too. If you
Right.
start,
That too.
Right.
Let me
that
save
for
it.
later.
Bookmark it. Bookmark it. But yeah, that's a good one. The phone thing. Get cute, but don't OD. I'm an OD.
Yeah, because what is ODing?
I want to know what we
I'ma
doing
look
so I
fly
know
as
so I can
fuck.
dress accordingly.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true.
What
I
are we
like
doing?
looking
First
good.
of all, like we making a first impression, so
Right, and that's kind of first impressions are everything.
It's true.
right.
Definitely, you want to be smelling good. You want to be looking your best.
Right.
The smell.
So that person can remember like that specific
Right.
thing about you.
Listen,
So
cologne is a thing.
First date, we fucking or nah?
Whatever the vibes say.
Probably. Yeah, whatever the
Whatever
vibe
the vibe
say.
say.
Mama like these niggas crazy. Yes, whatever the vibe says, whatever. How?
Because I feel like you
How do
already kind
how
of
do you
know.
Like, well,
Like, what is your indicator to say I'm
who
about to have
usually
sex with this
sets
person?
That tone.
I feel like when you get dressed for the date, you already kind of know what it's like.
I think you do have that in your mind. Like if
Right.
he asks or he tries that, I'm gonna just let him.
Right.
You know, I
It's
think
true.
you do have that in your
Prepare.
mindset. But I don't think there's like
On the
no
first
real
date?
indicator. Sometimes, especially if like y'all have been talking for a while
Right.
already. You know, there
Like if
could
y'all
be some
been
tension there already.
conversing before you.
But when I say whatever the vibes say, I mean like, you know, even if it's somebody that you've already been with, when y'all have like a good ass date at the end of the night, you like, wow, I had a great day. You don't want to go home,
just
and
need
then
the
one thing
cherry
leads.
on
I
top
feel like
of
it's
the
the same
sundae.
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same
My
thing.
last first date, I was like, I ain't gonna fuck this nigga.
Right. You go into it like I'm not gonna fuck.
But the date went so fucking well. I was like, we about to go back to your place.
And I did that not the
I know,
last
it's been
first
a
date I
while.
had, but prior to that, the first day I had, we did not have sex, but I did end up, I spent it at his house. Like, we were on like a 10-hour date.
That's lit.
We went out to the bar, we had drinks, we literally ate till there was nobody there, and then we ended up going to the diner
Again,
at that point.
after y'all ate?
Because we had ate earlier, but we were still at the bar until like 2 o'clock in the
Right.
morning.
Oh, okay.
And so we ended up going to the diner, and then I went to his house, we watched a movie, but we didn't do anything. But it was nice.
I like long
That's
dates.
cool.
Yeah.
That means I feel like it means like you're
I like long
enjoying
dates
the
too.
company.
Right.
For sure.
I love
Yeah.
all the dates.
The last time it was like 2.5 years ago, I was dating a Brooklyn nigga, and
That's a
yeah,
good
the date
memory.
was
I would say
I was wondering if that's who you was gonna go with.
yeah. Oh gosh, cause I met y'all at the day party the next day.
Yes.
But it was like a full. He like
Yeah, remember she had
planned
luggage.
everything. I had a
all black?
luggage.
All black,
Yeah.
yes.
And that was a good
Code
ass
names.
date. Like it was a good ass date.
Reminiscing.
Right.
Like,
And I'm just like,
look up into the
alright.
sky, you just
you know, YOLO. Let's just get it. So,
Whatever. We're all grown, and as long as it's consensual, as long
Right.
as you're safe,
Right.
it is
That
what it is.
That's when my wig came off.
First date.
First time that ever. Yes.
You didn't
Like,
secure the wig on the first date.
Bruh, I wasn't expecting for it to be coming off, but you know, all is well. But yeah, it has to be. I feel like the girl usually initiates it.
I mean, that's not a
I
problem
think
either.
so.
Yeah. I think guys go into it like, all right,
Hoping.
yeah,
Hoping,
but
they're
I'm
not
not gonna
gonna-
be yeah.
Right.
No.
Mama, like
I mean,
always
whatever.
get
I
that
think
shit.
whatever happens, you know. But then again, if I'm going to eat, I'm saying I'm coming to the day hungry, so like if food is on my mind, like it may be secondary,
Right,
Like,
right.
Anything else, I could just kind of
Especially if she looking good, like damn,
Right,
she look
right.
good. And then, like I said, the cologne, if that nigga smelling good, you just be like, damn, this nigga look good.
Would you feel some type of way though if a girl legit on a first date?
Feel some type of way.
Yeah, like, would that make you look at her
any
different?
differently?
Yeah.
No.
She like,
then again, she was thinking about it, or she came to the
Right.
conclusion
Right.
that she was comfortable
Right.
enough, and that's what she wanted to do. And
Right.
And
I
you
mean,
engaged
that's fine.
too, so.
And I'm not gonna second guess that. I'm gonna be like, oh,
Okay.
all right, like yeah, that's cool. A little bit of surprise, but
Yeah.
like,
Let's
all
get it.
All right.
I know.
fine.
I think women think that too. Like, oh, well, if I do it with him, he gonna not want to
I don't
fuck with
think
me
that.
because it's like.
I don't think that
I
either.
don't think that because
Well, when we were younger,
right. That's why. But that's
really
why I asked because I do remember seeing that come up on social media. Like you don't want nobody to look at you different. But we both engaged on the first day, so
And we were
I'll look at
grown.
you different too. Then if that's
Right.
the case.
So what if he stopped you and then
I
said,
respect it.
all right, let's wait. Like,
Oh,
let me
you
get
really
to-
gonna get it when we do it?
I respect it because it's like okay.
You got respect for
it's
my
like all right, like I'm cool with that. Like I see where you at with it. Like all
Absolutely.
right, like I do appreciate it,
Yep.
and I would want to.
Yep.
Like,
I'm getting high.
It'd be like
Right, like that ain't no problem.
but right. Just
now
know
you just
next
like,
time.
now you just like
know.
getting like the
Listen,
Birdman hand rub.
Next
All
time,
right,
maybe
like,
niggas should
okay.
do that more often. 'Cause
Right.
Listen,
Right.
But then again,
That'd
like,
be
are you
dope.
not gonna look at him a certain way?
No.
That's
No.
always there too.
but you might have somebody that be like, why you getting pussy from somebody else, or
Yeah.
it's a problem with me. Da
That's-
da da da.
Now she took her
Nah,
herself
I'll
some
be-
Right now you
Yeah.
just sounded like a
That
problem.
actually sounds like that sounds.
I would
that's
definitely
lit.
respect that.
Me too.
Wouldn't
I would
feel
be
no
like,
way.
you know what? Let me cover myself up. You're right.
I would feel away, but in a good way.
Right. Exactly.
You
Exactly.
go home and like, this nigga.
I would text you bitches like, girl, this nigga got respect for himself and me.
Right.
Like, that's a blessing.
And me.
But yeah, that was a good one. I believe in all those rules. Whatever makes you feel comfortable and whatever makes the guy feel comfortable, do it. I think we think too much into things sometimes.
Yeah.
A whole fact.
But
Yeah.
that
What's
was a
this?
good cute.
You got another one? You said two. Or
I
we
do.
done?
I have another one, and it can kind of go right into our topic.
Okay.
So my question was: have you ever had a food bae, and have you ever knowingly been food bae?
Never knowingly been food bae. Oh no.
Well, that was really for Momo. The knowingly been
oh
food bae.
right, because yeah.
oh, because
usually
it's
the
a
dude
guy.
does-
This is
yeah,
usually a
it's
guy
usually the dude
thing.
that's food Like you know, she only going out because she just want that free meal. She don't really feeling you like that.
I'm almost so smooth.
No, I mean, not that
Listen,
I've
bro.
like really like examined it to that point, but I mean, I've been in that situation. I could definitely say that I have.
And did you mind?
Yes and no. It gets to a point where you're like, oh, okay. Like even if you don't really want anything from that person,
You're not
they
about to
kind of
be
you don't want to
using
be
me.
used. Like, but if
Right.
you can't be used if you aren't like useful. So
This is true.
Like it goes hand in hand. I mean,
You get to your
but
point.
it
like,
gets to
all
a point where you got to be like, all right, now
right, I'm cutting this shit
like,
out.
Can I get something to eat or
I
like?
realized, right. I had to check myself on
wanna-
that. 'Cause I realized I like the dude. Like he's definitely cool. Like we could be great friends, but I don't want nothing else besides friendship.
Yeah.
But I knew that he wanted more, and I realized like I'm always open to going out for a date because we always go to eat or something. And I had to check myself, like, you know what? Let me stop using his man.
Right.
Because it was convenient.
No, but it wasn't intentional. It just was that.
It was like, I'm hungry. Let me hit him
Like
up.
I liked his company and I like to eat.
But you knew.
But I
you
knew I
wanted
needed
more.
to like make it clear like that I don't want the same thing you want.
Right, because friends ain't gonna keep paying
Right.
for the bill.
Right.
I never had a food bae.
I don't think so either. No.
Is that more so just because you know, like you could afford it? You just rather just do it yourself.
This is-
rather than having
Yeah.
And I'm that type of person. Yeah. Instead of having to talk to somebody that I don't feel like having a conversation with or whatever, I'm gonna just get my own shit.
Right.
And I very rarely like people to do stuff for me.
Right.
So that's a whole nother element. Like I wouldn't even ask, even if I knew that I can have somebody be my food bae, I still wouldn't even ask.
Right.
So does food bae like just bring you food or y'all going out?
I mean, I don't know how it normally works. I think when people say food bae, I think is they just hit them up
like at work and they'll come
for the
drop
food,
some
or
food
they
off.
just they
'Cause
don't
I
like the person and they're going out for the food, which is
right.
why I said I fell into it by accident because I did like his company. Like like I said, we were friends. He's cool, but I didn't want to just be like I'm just coming out just
Because
for
I
the
might
free
be able
food.
to do the food bae thing if you just dropping off food. But I'm not going
I'm
out
not-
with you if I don't want to.
Yeah, I can't. That just have
Fake the fun.
flashback
Right,
to
I can't
African
do that.
dude.
So when do you
Is that a
like
flashback?
when do you consider that person that? Like, when do you put that name
What, food
on
bag?
that person? Yeah.
Like,
when
what
is
are
that-
what are the extents to?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is the person that's always gonna drop off food to me.
Right. Like, I know he gonna.
Like,
he
do
gonna-
y'all text first?
He's gonna
Like,
bring the food.
was it somebody that tried to talk to you and?
I never had one, but I could imagine that you probably went out on a date or two and you just ain't
Right.
see it going nowhere, but you like,
Right.
keep this nigga around, I guess.
Yeah.
For something.
Put them in my back pocket.
Right.
Would you rather that person be like, hit you and say, you ate?
Hey, you hungry? You eat today?
Right.
I mean, I'd rather
What you
a
having for
regular
lunch?
nigga ask me.
Anybody. We take it all, right? Yeah, I never had a food bae. I was never anybody's food bae. I always be cooking and shit, and just like people like, oh, drop me a plate. That's just Mama Beck vibes.
So you.
That's the
But
truth.
I'm technically food
Kinda.
bae, right? I might
Borderline
be food bae for all my friends, yeah. Cause and it be anybody. Like, oh yeah, I cooked today. Oh, let me get a plate. All right, here you go.
I've definitely asked a few times.
Yeah, and I'm
Nah.
like, okay, mama, I'm on my way, dropping it
Yeah,
off.
it's no shame in my game. I'm always hungry. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to-
When you a real nigga, you get a real plate. Period.
But that brings us right into our topic.
Yeah. So our topic this week is basically seat fillers. People that you know you have no intentions on building a future with or dating, but for some reason you still keep them, you know, in close proximity. You might text them back once every third text, or, you know, you might respond to a DM, or you might go out on a date with them knowing that you don't want anything to do with them. It's definitely a thing in our generation, and we just wanted to talk about it. So what is your view, Moma? One, have you ever did that to a female, like you knew you didn't want to be with them, but it's like, all right, she's cool to text while I'm at work because I'm bored, or I'll go out with her in Meriden, but I'm not gonna go out with her like in New Haven. Or have you been that person to somebody?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how'd you feel? Like you was cool with?
At first, I think you come to terms with it and just say like, all right, I'll work through it, or it is what it is.
Right.
I think any normal person has feelings, whether you try to put them
Right.
aside or not. Like you may
true.
just say like, all right, I'll do it just because like I still want this person like around,
Right.
or I still enjoy their company. But it definitely hurts. Like I'm not gonna say like
That's true.
I'm so
Right.
masculine that's like like
Right.
I don't
Guys
feel
have
any-
feelings
I don't feel
too.
anything. It's like,
Especially
yeah,
when
like-
you really are feeling the girl,
right.
like, and like you just know, like, damn, she really don't want to fuck with me, but she's at least conversing with me, so I'll take
Take
that.
what I can get.
Yeah, I'll take what I
It's
can
like,
get.
we could be friends. It's like, all right. You ever see the meme with the guy crying behind the mask?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, cool, that works. Whole
on the
time,
inside,
like,
you just like really you hurt, you distraught. And-
right.
But I mean, sometimes in that instance, then the ball is kind of in your court as to
That's true.
how you want to
How you
go,
wanna
how you
move
want to go
forward.
about it after. Yeah. So, it's really up to you. Then you kind of have to put those feelings aside if you want to continue on with it, and
Right.
you can't
Be
falter
hurt.
or go back because you kind of understand what it is.
Right.
Especially
know
if
the
that person
situation.
told you more than once. So it's like,
Right.
And at least the person told you.
Right.
Right.
Like you have people who have that in their mind, but would never tell the person, like, look, I just see you as a friend. Like Trell just said she didn't do it.
So you
I
never
did
told them?
eventually.
Oh.
Throw her under the bus. Like
I
at least
did
the person
eventually.
said something, but some people really will
Wait, I'm
just
lying.
let it play out. You know what I'm saying? And just really like just use that person. And the person just probably be thinking, oh, she's busy. I always, not always, but for some people, because they know I'm busy because I got the podcast
Getting
and
the side eye
event
today,
planning,
a lot.
I can,
So you're getting the side eye.
I know. because people know that I am busy, I could easily be like, I just been busy. And it's like, okay, I get it. Like you a hustler. Like I've never seen a woman work as hard as you do. So I get it. Da, da, da. And I just be like, yeah, I just don't feel like being bothered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
Maybe
you look at me like that?
I'm not intentionally looking at you.
Let me retract my statement. I did not. I did not clear it up. But the only reason why I didn't clear it up is because COVID happened.
Oh.
So then we just
Blame it
kind
on
of
Corona.
I'm blaming it on Corona because we just kind of just
Party
wasn't
ways.
kicking it as much because we couldn't. So I never But I did have my intentions before all that started was to be like, you know what, let me tell. Remember I told you, I said, let me tell this guy.
Yeah. But it be taking us
haven't
mad
actually done
long.
it.
We be like, oh, I'm gonna cut this person off. And they be like, I feel like it's also like you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Like you said, like it's hurtful. Like, oh, listen, I don't want to fuck with you. But I think it's more hurtful to string the person along the whole time. You know you don't want to be around with them.
Whole time.
And I get it.
Shit, even hurting yourself too. Like,
Yeah.
If you know, like if you hold that person to a higher regard, then it's probably gonna make you feel some type of way. Also,
Yeah.
it's like, but you also have to have those tough conversations with yourself too. Like,
It's true. Like,
look
do I
yourself
really
in the
want
mirror.
this? Or do I not?
I'm not good at stringing people along because clearly it reads on my face.
Yeah.
I
Basically.
just can't. I can't pretend if I don't like you, I don't fuck with you. Like,
You know
If
what?
I really don't like you, I cannot.
Right.
I cannot.
I can't
Not for the
entertain
sake
you in
of
any capacity,
for
not
the
even in my
sake of-
DMs.
Right. No. I don't
But
care.
even if I have some type, see, I'm a person that's very cordial. Like I can be cordial with damn near any person. Like they can do something to tolerate me. I'm like, oh, okay, like whatever. It's not really affecting me. So I'm a nice person. So I be feeling bad. But certain people, you're right.
and not even
it's
like
just
you, like you don't like who they are as a person. It's just
right.
Like, I'm
and I
just
think
not,
that's what it is. It's like you see
Not like
something
we can't be
in them.
cordial. It's just I just don't.
You don't mesh well.
Yeah.
It's like you see something in them that you like, but then it's just the one thing that you don't like.
Yeah.
And my don't likes be very like, sometimes they be a little petty, but I like what I like.
Right.
Look, I'm thinking now like,
Now I'm like, you biting your nails, like something's going on up there.
it's just like, I just be like, okay, I'll try to give it a try. But is you trying to continually give it a try, you stringing them along? Or it's just, I'm still trying to see where I feel
think
here.
to a certain capacity, like how we were talking last night when I was saying, oh, give so and so one more chance or whatever. I feel like that's cool because you only had this one instance to make an impression, kind of fumbled, give him a chance to redeem himself. And now after that, if it's still like the same thing, I did that with the African dude you guys heard me mention a minute ago. And remember, I was like, I went on the first date and I didn't enjoy it. But I was like, you know what? Let me, I'll give him another chance. I went the second date. And then in my mind, I just was like, I can't wait to go home.
Yeah.
So after that, I didn't talk to him anymore.
Damn.
Because I just knew after that one, like, it only took 2 times.
It only took 2 times. So I want to play a clip of a video that I seen on Twitter the other day. And it basically ties into what we talking about. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to find it. Okay, here we go. Hold on.
Were you ever in love with me?
No.
Seriously?
Was it? Sorry.
What was the least favorite thing about me?
How you dress.
Serious?
Just didn't like it. I don't like it. I just don't like how you dress. You don't dress like a man.
Oh, man.
At what point was the relationship over for you?
It must have been the bit where you cheated. Well, that one came good, though, didn't it? That one came good. How many people have you slept with since me?
2.
Seriously?
I need to live my life. Like, if I want sex, do what I need to do.
What have you told your new significant other about me?
That you're a dickhead and you were just a waste of my time.
Seriously?
You are a dickhead, so what do you think of me now?
After you said I'm a dickhead, you're pretty much a bitch then, aren't you, then?
I'm a bitch.
Probably before that question, I would have been like, you're all right. But, I don't know, you called me a dickhead now, so... What's your biggest regrets about our relationship?
Me cheating. I regret cheating on someone, but I just don't regret cheating on you. Because I don't feel like anyone should be cheated on, but that's how I felt at the time. Do you still love me or have feelings for me?
Maybe at the beginning of the thing I probably did, but now I don't
How
know.
can that change though? Don't get it.
Now I see how you actually feel. What was the worst thing I did in bed?
Your sex. Your sex is kind of shit. I think that's the worst thing. Just couldn't please me enough. Sorry.
So like his face looked so sad. So basically she never liked him to begin with. Like I had
clearly
posted it and everybody was like, she never liked him from the beginning. She said he didn't know how to dress. He didn't dress like a man. She said his sex was shit. She said he was a dickhead and she regretted cheating, but not cheating on him.
Like, you deserve that shit.
So like that's a prime example of like, well, why was you even with that nigga?
Right, in a whole relationship at that.
If the sex wasn't good, like what kept you there? Was he financing you?
And that's hurtful as fuck.
It is.
He just
Nah,
was
you
like
can
the
see
way-
the hurt on his face. Like every time she answered the question,
It was
he
a
just
dagger.
like,
Right.
damn,
I think it's the
damn.
way that it's being said. Is the fact that it's like after we done was in a whole relationship, like you had me thinking we was this, and the whole time you didn't even like me as a person.
Yeah, her
Right.
tone was very
How did
And
you,
it's
how
on
do you even
TV.
fake that? Like,
Right.
Right,
Right.
I can't.
Like,
I'm
whole
not good at
relationship.
pretending at all.
She was so unbothered too.
right. There's like she had no regard for his feelings.
At all.
No. I was just so shocked when I seen it. I was like,
Surprised
what
he
show
even
was
stuck
that?
up for himself at the end more so, like because she was really just like going in.
dagger.
Like,
What show was that?
I forgot the name of the show where it's like two exes that have. Remember the Hurt Bay thing? It's basically that show, but this one is in London, where two exes come and they talk about the relationship and see if they might want to be together. And that's why when she was like, do you still have feelings with me? Who was like, no.
At the
In the beginning
beginning.
of this conversation, yeah, but after you just said all that shit, fuck you.
He probably went in like, yo, we about to talk and we gonna get back
Yeah.
together. Yeah, right.
It looks as though like she just kind of took advantage of him. Like remember, maybe
Yeah.
he just didn't stick up for himself.
This is true.
Yeah.
Maybe he was like a
ended the
pushover.
relationship.
Yeah.
Was it her? Well, I guess we might not know, but it might have
Right.
been her cheating,
Right.
or did she just finally decide?
Like, I don't want to fuck with you no more.
Right.
He looked like she cheated and he probably still was willing
Right.
to be with her.
She probably was like, damn, I can't get rid of you.
That's like a prime example of what we're talking about. Basically, that's a stringing along a whole relationship.
That's
though. Like,
horrible.
That's so karma's real too.
Right.
Hell
And like
yeah.
Momo said, it's bad for you too. Because like you done missed out.
You sitting there being miserable.
You miserable, one. You missing out on somebody that you might actually like because you entertaining this dude that you don't even care about at all.
Like,
No,
not
so
even
she
Like
cared
that
about
was
that.
that was clear. It was she made it evident. Like,
Yeah.
right, because even if it's somebody that we broke up and then we were to have that conversation, you will have a certain type of respect
Yeah.
for somebody that you was in love with or that you cared
Right.
about. She just was like,
Fuck you and your
niggas.
feelings.
And I think that's important because those conversations are hard, but I think they're necessary. But you still gotta have.
You have to be mindful.
You have to be mindful of
Yeah.
people's feelings still.
Period. All right, so my last question. What is the difference between thirsty and being persistent? We have posted that on our story. What do you think the differences are?
Being persistent is kind of taking some time, making the pursuit thought out.
Doing research.
Yeah, a little bit. Also, I would say being creative. Yeah.
Yes.
I consider myself, quote unquote, like corny. So maybe even just trying to do something that's like
Corny niggas
out of like the realm of like just anything that's like mundane or like regular.
Right,
Maybe you
right.
can tell a joke or
Yeah.
just
If she a painter, buy her some
just try
paintbrushes.
to do something different, more introspective. Being thirsty is just being like adamant and just like
Right.
Only
not
in the
not
DMs.
yeah
Right.
not trying to like read the room. Like,
Read the room.
not trying to
the
like
room.
if you can't really like get a gauge on her energy, that's probably a sign there.
Right, exactly.
If you're not getting a response back in a timely manner, that's a sign. If she's being short with you, that's a
Definitely
sign.
a
like
sign.
those are things to
Just
be
pay
read.
attention.
Like some things
Niggas
to be
will totally
pay
dismiss
attention.
those signs.
And
And
that's- I
if
think
you
that's
can't
what we
really gauge, ask one of your female friends, and they'll tell you.
That's true.
Yeah, like use your resources
Right.
for sure.
Need a
for
second
sure.
opinion.
Right.
Consult.
Absolutely.
That's facts. I said that. I said, being persistent is okay because you might, try and I decline, but
I like
maybe a
persistence.
month later, like you said, when you do little cute shit like that, that's gonna make me be like, damn, this nigga be paying attention. But if you just steady like sending hard eyes and
It's your approach.
it's definitely your approach. And a lot of niggas don't really think about their approach, and it's just like, bye, nigga. But yeah, and if you persistent. I'm steady saying no, no, no. You steady every day. Like it's like now you're getting on my nerves. Now you're getting blocked.
Yeah, but it's also a fine line between the two.
This is
as
true.
Well, I'm not perfect in any stretch of the imagination. I can't be thirsty.
I'm getting her.
Yeah, like it's possible to be both. But it's just
fine line.
yeah.
It's
just
the type of person
more
you are
so-
though, because
yeah,
it's like it's
right,
Momo, so
right.
it'd be like, all right, like that's not thirsty. But to somebody else,
Yeah,
like
I
if
was
it was
about to
somebody
say.
else and did the same exact thing, you'd be like, nah, you being thirsty,
Right.
Because
You a smooth nigga.
But you know,
Yeah.
but you know when you are like you are doing one or the other, or maybe that person doesn't like, so
Yeah.
they don't necessarily know. But I've definitely been,
Thirsty.
yeah, for sure, like a bunch of times.
I
Right.
agree with all what you said about being persistent, but the thirst just in the DM, just not saying anything creative, just hard
What you
eyes or
doing,
what
how's
you
work.
doing, or
Right. So
regular blah shit.
Right.
Like, that's not piquing my interest. That's not making you stand out.
But
No.
what if it's that person that you may have wanted to like reach out? Maybe them,
I wanted to reach
yeah, or maybe
Yeah, like if you
maybe
was
just
feeling
them
a nigga.
doing that little bit is enough for you. Maybe does it go further after that?
Right. Like, do you give him a chance, or is automatically as soon as you see the hard eyes and what you're doing is like, oh, cut off, or do you try at least like, all right, I'll give him a try.
Not with the hard eyes. I'm gonna need you
Right.
to
Say
make me
something.
laugh. Do something funny or some shit. I'm just thinking about some
Or
old
some, a
DMs.
different type of emoji then? Like what?
No,
What is gonna-
but like hard eyes. Oh, that like thanks. That's
Right.
cute. Okay.
Or I'll double tap it.
Yeah.
right. That's all I
But,
do.
you know, follow up with something else.
I may
And it
need
don't
to-
have to be like that day. It could be
Right.
like 2 days, next week or whatever.
I may need to do something different then.
But the hard eyes
Maybe the
sometimes
hard
work.
eyes,
No, I mean you could do the hard eyes. That lets you know that this person. So
is
we
looking.
know, yes,
Yeah.
we know that you're watching because it'll be hard eyes,
Right.
and then maybe a few weeks later, then that's when the joke come in, or responding to the story.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
It's like, I see you.
the whole time it's like, oh, this nigga like mad shit, like he plotting.
Like
on
we
the love.
already know.
It's
like you
he
trying to
like
get my
some
shit
from
back. I
9
ain't
months
saying
ago.
nothing.
Right. He like some shit from 9 months ago.
But-
He's plotting.
I mean, for some people, if she watching you too, she might heart eye you back.
Right.
This is true.
It's like, nigga,
or the
I
little
see you.
side, the little
Right.
side
That it
smirk.
only really gonna
emoji.
work if you already, like you said, if you already had your interests as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Like okay.
Like I've seen this nigga before. I've seen him around. he ain't
It's
too
like you said,
shabby.
it's Momo, so it's like, okay, he not being thirsty, but I'm gonna say the other guy who's doing the same exact thing is thirsty just because I don't even like him. I don't even like him.
And it's who you are as a person. Like
That's true.
if you are a really nice person, and I've seen that, through passing or mutual friends, I'll be like, oh okay.
But why
like,
niggas
cool.
put heart eyes in the DMs and not under the picture?
It's so annoying.
Because they're not supposed to
Because,
be putting
yeah,
them
Right,
in.
you
it's
wanna,
so-
you're trying to be discreet.
Yeah.
of,
It's so funny.
course.
One of my
fuck
recent
that
memories, one of my recent Facebook memories was like, if you can't write it on my timeline, don't write it in my DMs. I started this year. I started to
good point.
reshare it, but
But then again, do you want everybody to know
only
this?
hard eyes.
True.
no, it's, it's certain stuff. Right.
Right.
Like, don't, what is the whole sending me my picture that I posted to say, oh, you look good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only hard eyes. Like I've written like you look handsome on guys' picture, and that's
it.
Like you look handsome. I don't need to DM you to say
Right.
that.
Right.
And I feel like, I know that when I wrote that status, I wrote it because I already knew the person was being slick. So if you know that you got to DM me and you can't say this simple, what should be a simple compliment, something ain't right. So don't even DM me.
Right. But I have to blame women too, because that can be a simple compliment. And you'll have chicks that be like,
Right.
oh, he being thirsty.
Yes, yes.
We have to blame the women as well, because
Absolutely.
they be quick to be like, oh, he being thirsty, or oh, he used to try to talk to me. Actually, no, he didn't.
That's not trying to talk to you.
Right.
Right.
People just love that
I was
attention.
gonna say that too when you first mentioned the whole like heart eye and stuff. It's like, don't take it around with it. It's just he just reacted to with the emojis, with
Relax.
the reactions that they were giving on
Right.
social media.
Those are the only options.
The pre-reaction.
Right. No authenticity. So
And then one more thing, if say you are being persistent and the girl finally gives in, why is it that it's niggas that always drop the ball? It's like, yo, I gave you a chance.
that is the most annoying thing
and
ever.
then you still drop the ball. Like you just it's like, all right, because you know who tweeted Ladria was like, this nigga was like on this girl ass. He even asked me to put in a good word, and I did. And the moment he got her and she finally gave him a chance, he disappeared or
Right.
ghosted. And she was like, why do you do that? So is it sometimes literally a game? Like, I just want to get her to say I got her?
He's formulating his
Politically, he wants to be politically correct.
No, nah. It's something that you really got to think about because
Yeah.
you can't speak for everyone, but like it is.
You know
it is a
some
game.
dudes like
it is
that.
a game sometimes,
true.
and the thrill of it kind of
Yeah.
gives that person that satisfaction. So like sometimes it may just be the idea of just saying like I wasn't able to, or like I tried, or
Right.
this happened, or this
I
or this
accomplished
didn't
this goal.
happen. Yeah.
And sometimes it might be, I thought I liked her, or
Now that
I
I'm
seen
getting
her on
to know
Instagram.
you.
Right, she looked
Yeah.
it good, or she
And even
looked good
after
on paper.
that, some of that time spent, you probably realize that person is not for you. Like I've been in a situation where like there was a person that I really, really liked, and I thought like everything of her, but this is on the outside, like pictures, like seeing her in person, like in passing out at different like
Engaging
events
with-
and stuff. And we would speak briefly, but then like when the conversation was to be had and like we got together to spend time, I was just like, damn,
what I thought.
Yeah.
kind of
Like,
kind of
damn.
whack.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
and, like I don't know, it doesn't even matter if like she thought that of me, but like that's how I saw her. So I
You
had
had
her
her in
in
such a
this-
high regard.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, and
I feel
set on the
like-
plateau.
That happens, and I feel like that's okay because you don't know
It's
this
true.
person,
Yeah,
now
right,
you do, and
right.
you realize it's not for you. But that's where the conversations need to be had.
Yeah.
But you should say that, right?
That's because that's what's very. I know for me, it's very frustrating when I wasn't even thinking about you, and you pursued me, wore me down. Now I got feelings, and you being stupid,
Yeah,
right? Or you go.
that specific
Have a
instance was
conversation.
mutual though. So
oh, okay.
That's
like-
good.
Damn, she thought you was whack.
I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the actual pursuit.
Oh,
Like, the conversation, the engagement of the two. It'd be funny.
But
funny.
did you have a conversation though at the end
After
when
that?
you realized like
no,
yeah,
it was a conversation
ghosted?
with myself.
You just
Nah.
you ghosted?
No, we just kind of just like
You looking a little Nathan-ish right now.
grew apart. I'm bipolar.
Yo, that's silly.
I have a question. So are women, thirsty with you? Because we're talking a lot about men
True.
being thirsty.
I don't even like that term. To
Right.
begin
Yeah.
You
with.
probably
Like,
aren't thinking that it's
Yeah.
thirsty.
persistent, yeah. Thirsty, yeah. I mean, I think it works both ways. Sometimes you'll get a message or you'll get something that's like, oh, like all right, but then again, it's like you can't fault people kind of for being
Right.
too
Shoot
forward.
me shot.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's just the way they feel like they should come about it, or
Yeah.
they
Right.
just want to do something different. Like they sometimes like I might even just like go like way on the deep end and just do some shit that like I wouldn't normally
a
do.
little
Just
spicy.
to kind of see what kind of reaction I would get, like,
Like, oh,
or just to be like funny. That's like, all right, let me fuck it. Like I'm gonna just do something, like do something wild, something different.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I've been thirsty.
I know a lot of thirsty bitches.
I don't think I've.
I never been thirsty.
Or persistent. Is that the word we like to use?
Right.
Yeah, I've been very persistent.
I may have
Lies.
aggressive, maybe.
lies.
Me?
Yeah.
You know what?
I didn't
Who?
say that.
You like who, me?
I may have been persistent, but I don't feel like never nothing OD because I'm not like the shoot your shot person
Right.
to begin with.
Okay.
So
No, I am.
like
Yeah, because your favorite. He in a relationship. Well, is he
Is
happy?
he happy?
That's the deciding
I might
factor.
talk to you, but I'm not gonna. I don't. Even if I'm shooting my shot, it's not gonna be nothing like you said. Like I'm just gonna go hard. Like I'm gonna keep it real cute. So,
Sometimes
I don't know.
it's just that it's a
If
you
I'm
gotta have a
drunk.
nice little balance.
Now if I'm drunk.
I've sent a drunk message, but my responses always get responded
Your shots
to.
always go in? Always make it?
Yeah.
All right, listen. You gotta be selective with the shots you take
That's
too.
true.
If you're
That's
not a
true.
3-point
That's for
shooter, why
sure.
would you do the 3-pointer
right,
when you
right.
know you good with doing a layup?
Come on.
Right now.
Okay.
Make it easier for yourself.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that's for sure. That's funny.
I've shot a couple shots. I might have been thirsty. To me, I wasn't. But it's been a
It's like
long
YOLO.
while. Like I can remember, I left like a job interview one time, and I seen this nigga walking down the street. Tall, my type.
Yeah.
So I like legit hopped out the car and like went to go talk to him. He was around though. We went on one date.
That's good because
Yeah, 'cause I wouldn't hopped out my damn car.
I would have never did it. That's
I
good.
might have did a
Maybe
little.
we need to start doing that more often.
I don't know if I would do it now. I was a
Right.
little bolder.
Yeah,
in my,
YOLO.
in my youth.
Right, with the lip piercing days.
Shit. Brought it back.
Throwback.
Damn.
But yeah, that was a good conversation. Definitely gonna have a follow up with some of the things that we learned today. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good conversation. Thank you, Momo, for your
Thank you
insight.
for inviting me. I was
Perfect
definitely
person.
nervous, but I mean, this is regular conversation. So
regular
I'm laughing
conversation.
to
Yeah,
myself
just
'cause your phone
kicking
keeps
it.
blowing up and I see you looking.
And shout out to our friend Justin. He is the one that actually introduced this topic to us. He suggested it. So he was like, make sure it's good. So we was like, we got you. So thank you for him for suggesting. If any of you guys have any topics you want us to
Yes,
talk about,
please.
make sure you email
Hop in our
us, hop in our
DMs.
DMs, all that good stuff. Momo, let the people know where they can find you, where they can find the brand.
You can follow me on Instagram at SCHWEING and Instagram as well with the same name. I have a clothing brand and company along with the kid Foskey, who's Eric. You can follow us at concrete.us. That's CONCREAT.us.
It's lit.
Yeah, and
Dope
his
clothing.
partner Foskey was actually one of our
Guest
guests
September.
on what episode was it?
It was
So
like
many.
early last year.
It was
Yeah.
like September.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember the episode.
We'll
but
find it.
Before
Check it
Squirt.
out.
Yep. It was Foskey and
Squirt
Squirt.
was like
and
butter,
then Momo.
butter croissant.
Yeah,
exactly
the
what
buttered
it was.
croissant.
But Momo's our first guest of the year, guys. Can you believe
Yes.
it?
Oh, shout out to
Because
me.
of Corona.
Corona
Yes.
had us all messed up.
Our
so this
2020
is our
guest
legit first guest of the year.
So shout out to you. And like I said, he created the name of the team. So
So,
we
you
really
know,
it was
appreciate
about
you for
time.
coming.
I'm a founding member.
Full circle. It's coming full circle.
Full circle.
Can I get a t-shirt?
Oh,
We got
absolutely.
you.
We got you. Right, exactly. We need to do a collab with Concrete. And we
Facts.
can-
That's fine.
Stay,
I'm
stay
with,
on the,
I'm
be
with
on the
that.
lookout for that.
Well, I
Good
mentioned
shit.
it
Right.
on numerous occasions.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
we're going to do it.
I feel like
Okay.
that was the thing.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We love you. And until next time.
Later.
Bye.